Hello, and thank you for joining us. My name is Chase, and today we're going to go over some different ideas and concepts that can help you run a more effective, more efficient operation. In today's video, we're going to focus mostly on the dispatch side of the house and just go over some different tools that can help you automate your dispatch process as much as possible. Automating for growth is something that we strive to allow our partners to do very, very easily in the system. And so we're going to look at our dispatch manager and go over the load reservation system and the auto dispatch tool that kind of comes along with that. Then we'll jump into the mobile app and talk about some different automated communications that can easily go back and forth from your customers, brokers, shippers, whoever that may be. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And what we're going to be looking at is the dispatch manager, just kind of that main load board where I'm monitoring my day-to-day activities. But I want to specifically pay attention to a couple loads, one that I've got up in the available section and then one down in the en route section. So you can see I've currently got a load dispatched to myself actually as a driver down here as an active dispatch load. While at the same time, up at the top, you'll see this load in blue that has been reserved in this reserved column also to myself. So this reserve tool is basically a pre-planning where you can schedule out loads in advance for your drivers to plan out their day, their week, really however many loads you've got to plan ahead for. So that way the driver can have a schedule they know they can stick to, but it also enables the use of the auto dispatch feature. Now this is optional, but the way the auto dispatch works is, let's say I plan out a whole week's worth of loads for my driver, in this case myself. As I mark that currently assigned load down here at the bottom as delivered from my mobile app, the driver mobile app, the system will just automatically get me going on the next load that I've been scheduled for. So if you're planning out days or week in advance, the driver is just able to run that schedule without a dispatcher having to be sitting, waiting, and watching to make those different switches happen as we go from load to load. So really great automation for both the drivers and the dispatchers. Now, something else that kind of goes along with that really stems from the mobile app. So let me pull that up here. So opening up the mobile app specifically to one of my loads, I'm on stop number 1 here, my pickup location, where I've got my addresses, dates, and times, and so on. But down at the bottom, you'll notice that there are some buttons that allow me to change the status of the load from the driver's perspective. Marking it as arrived will put me at that location and mark that we're doing our loading. And then, of course, departed gets me moving towards that en route status. Now, these can also be potentially automated for the drivers if you are using one of the various ELD partners that we integrate with. There are potentially options to geofence these actions, so it makes it, once again, a little more automated even for just the drivers. But as these statuses are changed, that information is feeding back into the main system to update that load so that the dispatch team knows where they are and what they're doing. And then you can also set it up so that your customers are receiving automatic email notifications based on these events once loads have been booked, picked up, delivered, when they're potentially within a certain radius of arriving at that pickup or delivery based on the geofence tracking. So again, just great automation, something that helps both the drivers and the dispatchers so that the day-to-day process is a little more streamlined, a little more efficient. Your dispatchers can easily manage 20 drivers, 20 trucks, more, depending on your volume and kind of the nature of your operation or industry that you service. But once again, just to make that process a little simpler so your dispatchers have more time to manage other day-to-day activities, so on and so forth. So if you're interested in anything we've talked about here today and you'd like to do a deeper dive into a full-fledged demo, please feel free to reach out to us. We are always more than happy to do that. But thank you for your time and have a great day.